When I was 6, I was a voracious reader and I ran out of books to read, and my mother loaned me a copy of Martin Buber's I and Thou, and I read it. I'm not sure how much I understood of his philosophies at the time, but I think it predisposed me to see things in a more sacred way. The sky ceases to be merely airspace to navigate and becomes instead a presence to encounter. Small general aviation airports hold a peculiar magic, existing in the present while preserving a vision and dreams from long ago. For decades, I watched small aircraft come and go from these strips, and even though I flew with my father when I was young, I'd forgotten what it was like. Until the age of 49, that pull became a question that I couldn't ignore any longer. What conversations with the world was I missing by staying on the ground? The early hours of flying in spring of 2021 and my training were humbling. Every landing was a shuddering lesson in humility, drowning in technical knowledge, V-speeds and emergency procedures and regulations, while the essence of flight remained elusive. But slowly, the checklist transformed from mere procedure into a ritual of relationship, a dialogue between pilot and machine. That first true night flight that I had in August of 2021 opened new dimensions. Nashville, the city below, became a constellation mirroring stars above until Earth and sky merged into one continuous conversation. There was something magical about navigating through darkness with only instrument lights and distant beacons as companions. Passed my check ride and got to flying, and by late 2023, my journey had led to more ambitious horizons. A marathon Texas cross-country testing both my technical skill and my spiritual resolve. Between thunderstorms over San Angelo and tricky approaches into Marfa, every decision became a dialogue between capability and conditions. The high desert has a way of making you feel incredibly small while surprisingly capable all at the same time. Through these long cross countries, watching landscapes transform from desert to plains to the Mississippi Delta, the aircraft became more than a machine to me. It became a partner in exploration. Each flight added new layers of understanding, the way that the morning fog clings to the river valleys, or how afternoon thermals dance over the mountains, the particular way crosswinds speak to the wings. My journey expanded. Each passenger's first flight became a shared moment of genuine encounter. Barbecue runs to Muscle Shoals turned into philosophical discussions at altitude.
I'm just hell-bent on the idea that if I'm ever on a deathbed, I'm not going to be sitting there thinking, man, coulda, shoulda, woulda. You know, I mean, reasons, things happen. Enough things will come up to slow you down in life, so you might as well just take advantage of anything you're able to.
There's going to be a bad day, but that day is not today.
That's right.
So why act like that day is coming? It's not here yet, That's
right.
Kind of what I've been figuring is like, today's the good day.
Yeah.
So let's do the good day now.
Yeah.
Chances to share not just the technical aspects of flight, but its profound impact on the soul. Some of the most profound moments have been the simplest. Just those late night patterns under the stars for night currency, or the quiet early morning departures when it feels like you and the airplane are the only things awake in the world. The numbers tell one story: 600 hours, hundreds and hundreds of landings, countless destinations. But the true measure lies in the moments in between. The perfect greasing of the wheels meeting the runway at distant fields that I'm unfamiliar with. quiet communion with sunset at cruise altitude. I understand what Martin Buber meant when he wrote, "All real living is meeting." Each dawn at a quiet airport is not just another flight, but a renewed opportunity for dialogue. My logbook's entries tell stories beyond data. Night flights over silent cities, cross countries through challenging weather, first flights with cherished friends, and in these moments, the boundary between I, it, and I, thou dissolves. Through every hour logged, every challenge met, every moment shared with others seeking their own conversation with the infinite, I've learned what Buber knew, that true flight, like real life, like an intentional life, is not about mastery or control, but about entering into a genuine relationship with the world and the world above. In the beginning is relation, he wrote, and in the end, that's what these 600 hours have taught me. That flying is not just about moving through the air, but it's about entering a dialogue with the sky itself.